What's going on, guys, and welcome back. We have a very special guest. We had a small locals last Saturday, and here is our star second place finisher. He only lost to first place, could have won game two, but is a play line that we quite frankly have never covered yet in training. And he actually beat me round one. We were both playing aggro decks, and well, he knew what he was doing, and he got the better of me in game three. So without further ado, the deck has 14 uninkables, comes in at just under $200, and I'm going to let him take it away and tell you about it.
The first one is Daisy Duck, and we play it because it has two lore, and it has 4 defense and 1 attack. And we play Lilo because it costs for 2 lore. We play Stitch and Robin Hood because they both are shifts. We play Piglet because when you get 2 other characters besides Piglet, Piglet has to be played. It can't. If you have 2 characters and you just play Piglet, it doesn't count. Otherwise, you get 2 lore, and then it costs for 3. And we get Kita because it's a bodyguard plus it's a shift. We play Mr. Smee because at the end of your turn, if you don't have a captain, only Piglets are only captain, then it does 1 damage. And Baloo, if you defeat it, you gain 2 lore, and it's a bodyguard. Donald Duck is also a bodyguard, and on your first turn, you get to give 1 lore to any of your characters, but it has to be a character, not like a song or an item. And it's also a bodyguard. P stops actions. The prince is a resist 1, and it also is a bodyguard. Tinkerbell helps you get the cards you need. And Kita is in a Kita. It's a golden one. It shifts for the little Kita. And Robin Hood, it shifts for the little Robin Hood. Stitch, he quest for 3, and he's a shift 4. And Be Our Guest, helps we get characters that we need.
So what were some of your better cards?
Mr. Smee, Donald and Baloo, Piglet, Cheetah, both of them. I say both of the Robin Hoods, and maybe Stitch.
So the whole deck's just good?
Yeah.
Is there any bad cards?
Mr. Smee and Pete.
Mr. Smee and Pete.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially the game plan here is you're trying to win really quickly, taking advantage of the Stitch draw engine and the plethora of 1 and 2 drops, because the big Stitch, whenever you play a character with 2 or less, you may exert them to draw a card. And we play 32 1 or 2 drops, in addition to questing for 3, which is really strong. It does have 3 strength, so it can lose to a Medusa, but it forces your opponent to have that response. In addition, one thing you do want to make sure you do, if say you have Kita in your hand when you have your big Stitch on board, don't play her as a bodyguard, play her readied, because then Stitch can exert her, making her bodyguard live, and you draw a card in the process to do so. Mr. Smee, he doesn't like it because it deals damage to itself, but when you have a 3/3 stat line questing for 2 as a 2-drop inkable, there has to be some type of downside. And it is a pirate. And like he got me, I actually was not paying attention in our match, and I was like, don't forget your damage on Smee. And he simply said, Dad, I have Piglet. Piglet's a captain. And I was like, yes, Piglet is a captain. So Piglet will stop your Smee from damaging himself. Tinkerbell and the Be Our Guest are in there as consistency cards because we really do lack the draw power. And Kita Bodyguard is just really nice paired up with the big Kita, because when she hits the board, everything loses 3 strength, meaning it makes it difficult for your opponent to challenge into you unless they have something with rush. If we're playing updated for the new set, maybe you go with the Simba playline with the 5-cost Simba that readies your characters. But again, we were playing with last sets, up to last set cards. Robin Hood was in there just as a big body, early shift, multi-quester with 6 willpower, so that way he could get a strong character down and be able to quest for multiple while not just outright losing to, say, a grab your swords or just anything with 1 or 2 strength. How many? We got 16 bodyguards, so plenty of bodyguards, and I think that this color combination has by far the best bodyguard. That's, I think, has all the bodyguards, but you have such a nice bodyguard array because the prince has resist and quest for 2, so outside of something like a Madame Mim Fox, there's not many early answers to it. Argus and Gaston would probably be the other ones. Baloo netting you that 2 lore, and Donald also, say if you go turn 1 Daisy, turn 2 Piglet, turn 3 Donald, give Piglet that extra one. Now Piglet's gonna quest for 4 in that 1 turn. Obviously Lilo and Stitch paired up together is just right. It's what we want. So that's pretty much the gist of the deck. Not really too bad as far as your cost curve goes, and all your higher cost cards are inkable, Tinkerbell being your highest uninkable card. Pretty straightforward with the character approach. If anyone has any questions down below, feel free to let me know. If you're curious on what changes we would make moving forward, well, I would have to look into it a lot more, but I will happily answer them also down below. Did you have anything else you wanted to say?
Bye. Bye.
And his sister's here and says bye as well. She tagged along and hung out with Auntie while we were playing. So, thanks for watching, guys.
Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, take care.
Bye.